Happy Tuesday, Jar of Pain babies. It is great to hear your thoughts again. It's wonderful to be here. I hope you are having a wonderful week, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. You're going to love this episode. This episode is called Sharks Are Great at Chess. We discuss hammerhead sharks, Anya Taylor-Joy, I think that's her name, superheroes, whether or not someone will regret having children. We kind of touch a lot of bases. It is a beautiful day. It is a Sunday. I'm watching the Packers. We're currently down against the Lions. I'm not loving that. Other than that, I made soup last night, so not making soup today. I made a zuppa toscana, which is a knockoff of a Olive Garden soup. Feeling very good, and I use spinach instead of kale because kale refuses to digest in my body. Well, this is the part of the show where I let you listen to the episode. Reminder that we have a show coming up Saturday, December 7th. This is the last Jar of Pain show as you know it. So get your tickets at jarofpain.com. You can find the link there. December 7th, it's a Saturday. Doors at 7, show at 7:30. We'd love to see you. And also, keep asking your questions. We can't do this show without you. So, jarofpain.com, put a little question in the jar. Anytime you have a curiosity, a vague curiosity about something, and you just don't want to answer it yourself, you want someone else to do it, we got you. All right. I hope all your dreams come true. Remember, you're beautiful, safe, and you're loved. I will talk to you next week. Enjoy the episode. Sharks Are Great at Chess. A Jar of Pain experience. Thank you so much. Bye.
Jar of Pain, what time is it? 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 Jar of Pain, what time is it?
Welcome back to the Jar of Pain podcast, the podcast where we answer your submitted questions at jarofpain.com, from serious to silly. Questions about life. I can't promise you that we're going to be right, but Ben?
We're going to be passionate.
That's right. And have I got news for you?
Let me hear this news.
The Rizzler was on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon last night.
Who is that?
You don't know who the Rizzler is?
I don't know who the Rizzler is.
This little kid who tries food at Costco and gives it scores, but he goes, this one's 3 booms. Yeah, they gave him a Twizzler. Twizzler for the Rizzler.
Why is he called the Rizzler if he's just rating food?
You got to look up the Rizzler, dude. He's incredible.
Okay.
He's the most... It's the highest form of media we have in this country.
That's just not a high bar. That's not a high bar.
I can't believe you're just not on social media. You're not seeing the content that I see.
No, we have very different algorithms for sure.
Yeah, what's your algorithm?
Memes, comedians.
Yep, none of that. I get none of that.
And friends.
If I go to my Instagram discovery, I'm going to be honest with you, It's all ass. But that's not... I'm not like looking for ass. It's just the algorithm feeds me ass, and it's hard for me to be like, no. Like, so I see it.
Yeah, no.
I see so much ass on Instagram.
So much ass. And then the
algorithm's like, this guy loves it.
The algorithm's like, oh, he looked at it for 0.4 seconds.
We gotta shove him more.
Fucking keep giving him ass.
It's like when I want to watch Half Baked on Netflix, and then they recommend me all the Cheech and Chong movies. That's not what I'm doing here. That's not what I want.
Just want one.
There's one movie that I remember watching in high school and liking.
Just one for the road.
Sometimes I wish the algorithm you could be like, I wish there was a setting where you could be like, show me less of this. I wonder if there is, and I just haven't.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure if there's like a delete.
You can like report things.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you don't want to be
these people are honest about putting their ass on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything wrong. It's just the algorithm knows I love ass. I don't want to be at work on Instagram after like I finished a project, taking a little 5-minute breather, and it's just all ass.
Yeah, your coworkers would have
they'd have a field day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a privacy screen because of all the ass on my phone.
You would be the ass man.
I can't have that nickname.
You would be the ass man.
I want to be the gas man. This guy farts a lot.
Let's
get to the first question. Let's go to the first question.
All right.
You can ask a question at jarpain.com. Also, don't forget our show coming up on December 7th at the Eau Claire Improv. Tickets on sale now. Get there.
Jarpain.com.
Yeah.
First question. What's at the bottom of a black hole?
This is an interesting question. I wanted to be an astronaut as a kid. I know a lot about space.
There you go. Talking about ass. Or not.
That's funny. What's at the bottom of a black hole? No one knows is the right answer. There are many theories about black holes and what's inside of them.
Sure.
Some people think they're wormholes. They're like portals to another part of they're like a short tube slide to another part of the universe.
That'd be cool.
So people think that. The gravity is so intense in a black hole, not even light can escape it. So it is a vacuous black hole. And what's interesting, if you were to walk up to the side of a black hole and jump in, no one would actually know you jumped in because your light would like freeze in space over the black hole. It's called the event horizon. So there would be like a holographic projection of yourself. So those things that we're seeing, like when you see a black hole and there's all this stuff being sucked into it, some of that stuff doesn't even exist anymore. Isn't that interesting?
And you just see ass on your Instagram
And I
algorithm?
just see ass on my Instagram algorithm.
It's just ass and science facts?
Well, yeah, I do look up a lot of science facts. I watch a lot of Instagram called What If.
Neil deGrasse Tyson over here.
There you
Am
go.
I right? Neil deGrasse Man Tyson?
That
Title.
reminds me, dude. So I have this random friend on Facebook. Maybe he listens to this. I don't know. But I think he was joking, but I can't be sure. He posted a picture with a black man with curly hair, vaguely similar skin tone to Neil deGrasse Tyson, saying like, look who I met last night at the university. I met Neil deGrasse Tyson. And he's like, we talked about physics and space, but I think it was just like a joke, but nobody got it in his comments. Everyone's like, oh my God, what was he at the university for? Was he doing a speech or whatever? I will show you the picture. Well, maybe I can show the picture on the podcast and just crop his face out because it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
And he's a well-meaning guy. I just know him through like writers groups and stuff. It made me laugh hard because it's clearly not I'll put a side by side. It's so not Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's interesting though that he just talked physics with him.
Yeah, well, that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson is, an astrophysicist.
Right.
You know, but I would love to talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I really like that guy a lot. Yeah. So what's at the bottom of a black hole? Nobody knows. It could be anything. What do you think is there?
World peace and cancer cures.
Oh, yeah. All the stuff we want.
All the stuff we want.
Candy corn. Circus peanuts.
How dare you equate circus peanuts with world peace?
They're on the same level for me.
Definitely not.
They're the best candy. Am I wrong?
I'm going to the next joke. That's all right.
They're the best.
Why do hammerhead sharks be like that?
That's a great question.
What are they being like?
Well, they have a hammer on their head.
Right.
Like their head's really long. You've seen them.
Yeah.
Picture right here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Maybe they were.
I've also never questioned it.
Maybe sharks originally were in space, and this breed of shark swam between two black holes, and its eyes popped in either direction.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
Probably wrong, but it's a theory. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why evolutionarily, like things like that only exist because there's an evolutionary benefit to something being like that. Evolution works in a way where like there's a slight mutation that helps the animal survive, so its line continues, and that mutation becomes more and more expressed, possibly.
Yeah.
And so I have to imagine hammerhead shark just started as a shark, and then its eyes got really wide and flat. I don't understand why. I wonder if we can look it up. Not now, but this question isn't about looking up the answers. It's about trying to come up with the answers.
This is true. I wonder, though, if whatever happened to hammerhead sharks
happened to my penis.
I was going to say is happening to Anya Taylor-Joy.
Who's that? Oh, is she from Queen's Gambit?
Yes.
Maybe. She looks like one of those little gray alien guys they put in movies.
A little bit.
Yeah. But for some reason, I'm like into it. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, no, she pulls it off also.
But I think it's like...
Wants to anally probe me. I'm not against the idea.
Yeah, I'm not either. Yeah.
I mean, that's your toothbrush. We already know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's my toothbrush. Maybe hammerhead sharks had to go into little crevices for their fish or food. And the one guy who had the first guy to have a flat head because of a mutation got really good at it and survived and then taught his family how to do it.
You know,
It's kind of a chicken and egg situation. What came first, hammerhead shark or small crevice? He just had to get his little nose in there.
I kind of want to say the crevice, but I wonder if there's like a sensory thing, you know, like maybe
Maybe it's like cat's whiskers. Like cat's whiskers go out to the size of a normal cat so they know what holes they can fit in all the way. Maybe it's something like that.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. What do you think?
That's why they be like that.
That's why they be like that.
Evolution.
Evolution, baby.
And to play chess really well.
Yeah, sharks are great at chess. That's a well-known
Don't ever.
zoology fact.
They're crazy. Next question. What cult classic is overrated?
I have takes on what's overrated, but cult classic, is that like, that's not like new movies. That's like old movies,
No,
right?
that's like movies that when they came out, like over years, people were like, oh, this is great. Like Pulp Fiction is called classic.
Yeah, which I think it's properly rated.
Exactly.
Like Big Lebowski is a cult classic.
Exactly.
Properly rated, though.
Yeah.
I can't really think of a cult classic that isn't properly rated. Maybe I don't know all of them, you know?
Yeah.
I like to think I'm a movie guy, but there's so much. So many movies. I would think the big thing that's overrated now, and I don't even think people would argue with this anymore, is like Marvel stuff. But that's not like cult classics.
That's not cult classic.
They made so much money.
Yeah. I feel like the one that has gotten brought up is the Boondock Saints.
I've never seen it.
It's good. Again, it's a cult classic. It
Yeah.
came out. It's about two Irish brothers who feel like they are been talked to by God to rid the planet of evil men such as criminals.
Okay.
And they're in Boston and they're just shooting up Russian mafia people.
All right. I'm into this.
The problem was that it came out when Columbine happened. And so
oh boy,
it tanked,
that's going to kill your movie.
It tanked, but people started watching it afterwards when DVDs started coming big,
Mhm.
and it had a cult following.
Yeah. I think if it's a cult classic, it can't be overrated.
No.
I think by definition, it has to be something that's really well liked.
It's really well liked.
Otherwise, we would just call them shitty movies. We figured it out.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's plenty of shitty movies
Right.
that did not become cult classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. No such thing as a bad cult classic. Maybe it's not for you.
Maybe it's just not for you, you know?
And have I got news for you? There's 1,000 other things to watch at any time. I was watching Canadian television this weekend.
Okay.
They have a show about tow truck drivers.
You know what? I don't doubt that. I mean, we have a fucking show about people betting on storage sheds.
Yeah. It was just funny to see like their entertainment. It was like tow truck drivers in the tundra, you know?
I'm not going to lie. That sounds like something you would see. That sounds like something you'd see in a parody
Yeah.
of America.
And honestly, it was super sick. Like this big semi went off the road, and you know how they have like guardrails on the side of the highway? Sometimes they're just like, you know, rebar, like steel wire to like make sure cars don't go off the road. Its tires got all tangled up in the rebar. And so he untangled this like buff Canadian man, untangled steel wire from the tires of the truck with like, and he had like a laser cutter thing on him.
God damn.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a third generation tow truck driver. I'm raising my sons to be exactly the same way. And then they'd pop in little souris and a boots in there. It was so Canadian. And all their commercials, first of all, no medical commercials in Canada. Do you know America's one of only 2 countries that allows that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just seeing Tim Hortons and fun things. All of our commercials, also no political ads, which was cool.
Well, it's probably not an election year for them.
It's not for them. That's why there's no. I had a record number today in my mailbox. I had 6 flyers for political candidates in my mailbox today. And you know where those go? Straight in the trash. Straight in the recycling.
Let me tell you.
No one's reading those.
Ain't sorry about that.
No, ain't sorry at all. From Democrats and Republicans, I tell you, I'd love to see the information on if these mailers work or not. And I'd love to see how much money is spent on these mailers and how much material is used, like paper material. Because I would think there's an environmental thing going on there.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there's no way.
How many trees died so they could tell me to vote for this person that I didn't read it? And it's cardstock. I mean, it's a thick paper.
Thickum. It's like there's no way you got a flyer one day and you're like, they're gonna do what? And then you just decide to vote that way.
And it's very confusing because you get one flyer for Trump and it says Kamala Harris is gonna raise your taxes. And then there's information. And then you get a flyer for Kamala Harris and it says Donald J. Trump will raise your taxes. And you're like, how could I ever disseminate truth out of this? It's so misguided and odd to me. I just can't imagine. When did the post office become calculated garbage delivery men?
Right. And then you'll get another flyer that says, pay this ransom or we're going to kill your grandma. And it's like, well.
Or I have a shady financial past. I get so many bad credit cards in my mailbox.
Yeah.
Just because, you sign up for one high interest loan to go on a vacation when you're 21. And the rest of your life, you're plagued with these unbelievably high interest rate credit cards. And they come and it's like, you didn't even sign up for it. They're just like, you're pre-approved. Card's here. Call now to register your card. And it's like, you can have $5,000, but the interest rate is like 42%. It's like insanity.
Side note, related to this, I decided to get a lower, cheaper car insurance.
Yeah.
Trying to get a cheaper car insurance, trying to save some money.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
And here's the thing.
They start calling you.
Brother.
Yes.
I went online.
Yes.
And I typed in car insurance quotes.
Not good.
Went on the website, filled in my information.
Not good, Ben.
And the moment literally I clicked send, immediately got 4 texts.
Yeah, dude.
And they were all like, hey, sorry we missed your call, but if you'd like to talk today.
Yeah, dude. It is.
That is the most spammable. It's egregious.
My boss went through that. An old boss I had when I worked at the mall. He needed health insurance. We were all young kids. So he was like, you get kicked off your parents' health insurance at 26.
Yeah.
So he did the similar thing to you, like where he filled out his information. And it wasn't in any particular site. It was just like, I'm interested in health insurance. Can you email me more information on plans and stuff?
Yeah.
And coverage. He would get calls, no lie, every 45 seconds from different health insurance providers just trying to sell them on their thing. It's crazy.
I'll tell you what.
No one should be allowed to do that.
Whichever candidate takes away the ability for companies to do
I'll
that.
vote for that.
Here's my vote. What was the question?
It was cult classics.
Cult classics.
No such thing as a bad cult classic.
No such thing.
By definition. There's just shitty movies.
You're a hating ass hater. Next question. How can I unsee my 2-year-old? What?
All right, start it over. Get it clean.
How can I unsee my 2-year-old father having sex in assisted living with another woman?
2-year-old father?
You read it. Because maybe there's a comma that got missed.
I think a number got missed.
I definitely got missed.
Wrote them down.
I'm going to say 72.
If he's in assisted living, I'm saying 82 or 92. Let's go with 92.
Okay.
It's funnier.
It is funnier. The balls are lower.
Okay,
for sure.
so to reread it, how can I unsee my 92-year-old father having sex in assisted living with another woman? Listen, people are boning in assisted living. Nursing homes are sex pools.
They're sex pools. Of cesspools.
Because here's the thing. You don't have to worry about getting pregnant anymore. And there's not much else to do in that place than bone down up a hottie. A little bimbo hottie. Just named Janice or something like that.
Just realigning some hips.
Janice and Kurt, I don't care about your osteoporosis. I'm coming in there. It's actually a huge problem. STDs have a high concentration in like nursing homes and assisted living places because they're not using protection because they can't get pregnant.
I was going to say because I've been there.
Oh yeah. I run train through there, dude. I just
keep going.
I just sign up for the Nextdoor app and people ask for favors around the house and I just turn on the charm, baby.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh, you need this milk jug moved?
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that
I'm a
rotator
strong
cuff.
feral dog.
Rotator cuff staying in place. You like that shit, Beth?
Yeah, I can walk uphill.
Oh my god.
Can Dean do that?
Oh my god. Hey Beverly, check out these knees.
I actually have a reoccurring nightmare where I have to have sex with old women so my friends can have sex with hot women. Like, an old lady is like, you can have sex with my daughter if you have sex with me. Your friends can have sex with my daughters. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, you should run that past your therapist.
No, I think that one's just for me. I think that one is just for me and myself and I.
Okay.
And this podcast.
And this podcast and the listeners of it.
Yeah. It's not that I want to have sex with old women. It's that something in my brain thinks I deserve it. And my friends deserve hot women.
No. That's not what that's saying. What that is saying is that you are so selfless.
But I'm not. I'm a selfish prick.
No. You think you're a selfish prick, which is true. Not that you're a selfish prick, but that you think you're a selfish prick.
Okay.
But that at the end of the day, you would put your balls and cock on the line.
Yeah, I would.
And you would fuck an old lady so that way your friends could fuck their hot daughters because that's the kind of friend you are.
Yeah, I'd rehydrate a dusty old vag.
Yo, you would.
Yep.
Be like, hey, Bev, here's a Gatorade and a prune juice. Let's fuck.
Yep. Yeah. It's like pouring sand on an anthill. You never know what you're going to find when that water dries.
You're just putting your fig in their Newtons, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I'm putting my pee in their AARP.
Nice. That was a good one.
That felt pretty good. I'm going to be honest. I think we should move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What should you do to forget it?
Unsee it?
Just be happy for your dad.
You know what? I'm gonna say it's kind of like cigarettes, where just make your dad have sex with all the old ladies,
yeah,
until he never does it again.
Yeah, make him sick with pussy.
Make him sick with puss.
Not the title.
You know what? Title: Sick with puss.
No, there's no way I'm blasting that. I want people to come in the door because it looks nice and inviting. Not put a sign on the door that says "Come in here for puss."
No.
Come in here for puss chat.
You're not saying that. You're saying sick with puss.
It's gonna come across as sick with pus. Pyrulent exudate.
That is true. Well, you could just asterisk out the use. People think sick with piss. And then
I've already done that bit.
I know, but then they get to hear and they're like, oh, it's sick with puss.
Okay, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah, so there's no way to unsee it. You should just be happy for your dad and
make him have
make
sex
sure he's being consensual and safe.
With the whole
sexual relations are one of the best things we do as people.
Whole assisted
Why
living.
would you want your dad, who has nothing but Gunsmoke reruns and egg salad, why would you prevent him in any way from finding love and companionship in a dark, scary world? Why would you do that to your dad? It's selfish. Be more like me.
Be selfless. Fuck an old lady for your friend.
That's right.
Title. How many we got left? Are we in last queue or?
We got probably 2 more.
All right. Let's see what this one is.
I can work with the light in post. It's also a cloudy day. Light's really getting to us.
It is cloudy. It does look mischievous and spooky.
And it's 82 degrees.
That's true. Will I regret not having children?
Wow. The jar really provides.
The jar is a fickle mistress who will give us silly, my senior citizen father is fucking and I seen it questions.
Yeah.
And then it'll follow up with probably one of the biggest regret questions of all time.
That people ask themselves constantly.
Thanks to viewers like you. You know?
Jarpain.com, submit your own question today. Listen, there's no way to know. There's no way to know if a decision is bad or good. You just have to make the decision. I myself am someone who wants to have a family and I want to have kids. That's a goal that I have for myself eventually. I don't know how you feel. I think it's a pretty split thing now. Yeah. It used to be everybody had kids. That's what you did.
Right.
But now people are more thoughtful about it, which I think is a good thing. But if you know you don't want to have kids, that's okay. It's about the life you want to live. I personally think it would get pretty lonely in my aged years if I didn't have a family And eventually I want to stop worrying about myself and worry about somebody else. I guess I could kind of do that now, but it's different.
But that's just not who you are. You're born to fuck old ladies for your friends, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you were put on this planet to do.
I think the only way to make more love is to have a family. And if you want more love in the world, I think a beautiful way to do that is to have a family, and then they get to have families, and then their families have families, and your family tree just branches out like a beautiful Christmas tree, and you're at the top, you're the star. And I want to revisit those things. Like, I want Christmas to be fun again. I want Halloween to be fun again. Now it's just like I go to the grocery store and the lady in the bakery is dressed up as a gorilla, and I don't know how to handle that. It's not fun anymore, you know? I want to go to the bank and give my money to a clown. But if I had a kid, I'd be like, "Whoa, look at the clown. Oh, wahoo, woohoo." Like, I want life to be fun again. And I feel like I've ran out of fun things. Maybe I'm depressed. I don't know. But I'm not trying to have a kid tomorrow. But I just think that eventually, like, I always have a project I'm working on. Eventually, I just want to have a family that I care about and provide for. And I make experiences that they can have and cherish for a lifetime. Like, Dad brings out the guitar at Christmas and sings this one song every year after we put the tree up. Like, that's the kind of life that I want. And I'll tell you, it's been difficult to, like, I've been on dates where, like, you kind of put up your things that you don't want anymore. And, like, if someone doesn't want to have kids, even if they're a great person, it's like, that's like a deal breaker for me. That's been tough. I just want a nice woman who wants to take my seed. It was so sweet and wholesome.
Just want a nice woman with some nice childbearing hips.
Yeah.
You know, she just pumps out my seed.
But I will also say I've always wanted that.
Into little beings. Yeah.
I've always wanted that. So that's something that I know I want. If you never want kids, that's okay too.
Here, let me break it down for this person because I know exactly where they're coming from. Here's what you do. Okay, because I've been there, but with like ordering breakfast. It's like, do you want the chicken skillet or do you want
so true.
Pancakes? So what
chicken at breakfast is weird, by the way. Eggs and chicken, mother-daughter type of thing. Not for me.
Not gonna lie, kind of hot when you put it like that.
No, it's gross.
Secondly, what you do is the next time you're gonna have unprotected sex with whoever. Okay, maybe it's a long time lover, maybe it's a one night stand. Doesn't matter. Flip a coin, heads or tails. Heads, you have those babies. Tails, you don't have those babies. And then when you put it on your little, your little knuckles, the back of your hand, and you get the answer, if the answer is what you wanted and you feel it in your tummy, go with that answer.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Because that happens to me all the time where I'm like, oh, I want pancakes. But then I flip the coin to see if I really want pancakes. And then I'm like, actually, I want the chicken skillet. And then I go with the chicken skillet.
Ah, yes. I see what you're saying.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah. You force the decision to see how you feel about the decision.
To see how I actually feel.
You take the pressure of making the decision off yourself, and the pressure is just reacting to whatever decision was made.
Right.
That was out of your control. And then that will give you a factual.
Right.
That's great advice, Ben.
I mean, you could also, just like kidnap a child and see how you enjoy having that kid in your house. Or it's going to be a different experience.
Or like get a dog and dress it up as a kid and put it in a carriage and bring it to the mall.
An annoying dog mom, for sure.
That's true.
It's do what you want.
Yeah. No regrets. Make a decision. Move on.
No regrets.
Yeah, that's right.
No regrets.
Well, we've come to the part of the show where it's the last question.
It's final cue.
Yeah.
It's manifestation time.
It is.
Let's fucking do it.
Okay. How do you want to do this? You want to do it like we did last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You get the melody and then I'll match it up.
Yeah. All right. I don't really know if I want to have kids, but I do. I don't really know what to do with this, but I guess I flip a coin Flip a coin left, flip a coin right, flip a coin left and take it all right. Whatever that answer is, learn to live with it. Kind of fell apart in the middle, but that was all right.
Yeah,
Started really strong.
Last question.
Best question of the day. Here it is.
If you were a superhero, what would your costume look like?
So this is tough for me.
Yeah.
Because anything I want to be, I just end up looking like a fat version of that. That's like what I can't like be a Power Ranger because I look like a fat Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to dress up as anything.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't think anybody feels comforted by a fat superhero running into danger.
You know, there's not any positive fat superheroes. Now you think about it. There's the Blob, but he's like on the bad side of X-Men.
Yeah.
You know, you could be a positive
but I do
fat
think
superhero.
I think it would be funny to like run into a burning building, but not make it all the way in the building and like have to stop for a breather. You know?
Yeah.
Be like, real quick. Okay, let's do it. Wait. All right, now go.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not a lot of superheroes built like me. And if they are, they're like butt bombing stuff, and you know, like they're like
classic.
It's
classic
like fat guy
attack.
moves.
Yeah.
It's like
fat wrestler moves.
He has acidic, noxious farts that clears out a room. You know, he can inhale everything.
You mean my just day-to-day life? Thanks, dickheads.
I know, dude. There's not a lot of options for me. I just want to be able to fly. But even if I flew, they wouldn't be like, is it a bird or a plane? They'd be like, that fat guy needs help. He's in danger and he falls faster than us.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's not. It's just a
That guy needs help, dude. I don't know how he got himself up there.
It's crazy, dude. Oh, god damn it.
What about you? I feel like you'd be an invisible man. I feel like you want to be invisible more than you want to fly.
I would be an invisible man, and I would just creep into that one chick's dad's nursing home and watch him have sex.
Yeah, jerk off in the corner.
Yeah,
the jerkinator.
The jerkinator. He struck again.
I can jerk off. Yeah, but every time you come, it's like, what? They can see that. And they're like, no, not the jerkinator.
He stroked again.
Here. Wait, what is that? I think the jerkinator's here. No, put your clothes on. Stop. We can't let him do this. And you just hear, oh.
I'm just going to the next room. But then I don't go in the next room. I just stand in the corner. No. I make the tap noises with my feet. So it sounds like I went over there.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you still in this room?
Okay, back to it. And then calm everywhere.
I mean, just everywhere.
Those are pretty good. I think the episode's over.
I think it ended.
I think it ended before this moment. This is me telling you as a friend, or I keep this in because it's kind of funny.
It definitely ended when you said you would just be flying in the air and people would be like, we gotta help that guy.
I think it was a little after that. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Jonathan, what time is it? 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 Jonathan, what time is it?